Hello everyone, JSimLady here. Welcome back to another Disney Dreamlight Valley video. This time we're doing a speed build, and yes, I know when I moved Dreamlight Valley to my second channel here, the idea was to have real-time builds and long-form videos and all of that. This footage was mostly, like a good portion of it, was recorded before moving this series to my second channel. So I kind of have no choice but to make it a speed build because that's how it was recorded, was as a speed build. I do at some point switch over from the old footage to very, very new footage, and a lot of this was kind of done out of order. For instance, I technically finished the quest. This is the Fairy Godmother's quest fire alarm, I think, where she wants you to get rid of the green fires and then add some pathways and some benches and stuff to the Forgotten Lands. Here I'm just kind of pointing out some stuff that I have no choice but to work around because they are there and they can't be moved. At the time I was under the impression that the pillar could not be moved, and it was right along with the treehouse and that vine that's growing over to the side, kind of a permanent fixture in that area, and so I had to work around those. I now know that the pillar can be moved if I so choose. For now, I think I've kept it in roughly the same place. I may choose to move it later though. But for now, it's in roughly the same place that it's in now. That treehouse really confuses me because it was only partially used. The realm inside of it, the dreamscape, was only ever partially used. We only used 3 of the 6 available pillars. Maybe that was me, or maybe it was designed that way, I don't know. But now that realm is unusable. Like, once you finish the Forgotten storyline, the main storyline of the main valley, that dreamscape area is unusable. It just sits there. And you're not allowed to move the treehouse. Like, that just sits there as well. You can't move it, you can't do anything with it. So, I don't know, that whole thing is weird. It's really, really weird to me. But since I had to work around it, I decided to kind of use it as a central place. I don't know what else to call it because it's not really in the center. But I decided to use it as sort of, I guess, an anchoring place. An anchor for the market stall and the well and all that kind of stuff. I put a like cooker, an outdoor cooker there, and I plan on putting at some point in the future a workbench in that area as well. So kind of like an anchor place for all that stuff. Currently, because I feel like Jack Skellington and his stuff fit really well in this area, I currently have him in this biome, and I had really, really hoped that one of the floating islands we got was Forgotten Lands themed, but it seems like from some articles I've seen online, one is Plaza themed, one is Sunlit Plateau themed, one is Forest themed, and I think the 4th one is Frosted Heights themed. Why those specific biomes, I'm not 100% sure, but those are the floating islands we're going to get on December 4th. And so, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Tim Burton stuff, like at all. I think the only thing that I can sort of safely, like, confidently say that I even like just a little bit is Beetlejuice. That's about all. Really and truly, that's about all. I've seen a lot of Tim Burton's work over the years, and I just don't like it. I really don't. At best, it makes me really uncomfortable. And I've seen a great share of it. Like a great share of his work. And I don't know, I just don't like it. It is not my thing. And I would prefer if Jack wasn't hanging out around the valley all that often. I know that even if I moved him away, he would still come to the main valley and hang out sometimes. But I really wanted to move him and Sally when we get her, because she's also coming with the December 4th update. I really wanted to move them to one of the floating islands, and I was hoping it would be Forgotten Lands themed. Because I was hoping they'd be less likely to show up around the valley if they were on one of the floating islands. You know what I mean? But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I could use either the Frosted Heights one, because I feel like I don't love anything relating to winter either, to be honest with you. And I barely ever use or care about the Frosted Heights. And since The Nightmare Before Christmas is kind of like Halloween meets Christmas, I feel like I could use the island that's themed on the Frosted Heights, because I feel like it would fit. But you let me know down in the comments what you think. I know that there are so many people out there who absolutely love and adore Tim Burton stuff, and I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything. I don't have a problem with other people liking Tim Burton stuff. I just absolutely do not like it, like with a passion, to be honest. I really do not like it. So I would really, like, I'll take Maui any day of the week over the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Like, it truly makes me uncomfortable having it in my game. So I would much, much rather it not be around, like, where I'm gonna see it a lot. Okay, I'll stop complaining about the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, but I do think, given that we probably will not ever get a Forgotten Lands themed island, I may very well use the Frosted Heights themed island for it. I think it could fit in. I really do. And if I get any more of the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, I know some of it is Christmas themed, so if it ever comes up again, I do have the Christmas themed train, so I can put that there too, and it all would fit in really well. I do plan on using the Plaza Island to set up like a theme park type of thing with the rides and the, well, there you go. You see some of it right there scrolling past, the benches and all that theme park stuff we've been getting. I don't have a lot of it. I only have a little bit of it. I think it'll keep coming around in the premium shop every now and then. So I'll be able to collect it over time. But I do want to use the Plaza themed island, I think, for the theme park. I think that would be fun to have just an island set up just as a amusement park, fair, carnival, theme park type of thing. I don't you think that would be fun? I do. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about the build, other than this is still the old footage from back when I had this on my main channel still. And I'm just trying to fill in the area more. I did leave a lot of it empty. I'm the type of person who doesn't like to have a lot of trees and stuff all over the place because of camera angles and navigation and everything around the biomes. I do like to have big open areas where it's easy to see and get through and stuff. So yeah, you'll never find a biome of mine that is like cozy, I guess would be the description. Because it's all gonna feel kind of very very open because I just cannot stand having the camera like tilting and twirling all over the place as it's trying to get around trees and other tall objects. It just makes me crazy. It literally annoys the heck out of me. I guess you could kind of tell that this was recorded a long time ago because that floating orb thing there is huge. At some point, they did an update where they made those orbs a lot smaller. So yeah, obviously this is still very old footage, but hey, we're getting there. One video at a time, we're getting there, and it shouldn't be too much longer before we are really into the real time. I just recorded it and uploaded it for you this week kind of footage, which should be fun. I think it'll be a lot more fun that way for all of us. And this is now the new footage. The orb is gone. I didn't notice that before, but the orb is gone. It's not just smaller, it's gone. It's just not here anymore. Huh. Anyways, I did move the fairy godmother up here. She very much indicated that she enjoys being up here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, vegetables grow better in the biomes where they can be purchased from, and I like having her house with my big pumpkin patch. So the pumpkins grow faster, I guess, up here. At this point, you can't see it, but you will see in the walkthrough that I have a 200 pumpkin patch behind her house, and they're supposed to grow faster, so I like having that there. I may very well add that back into this biome. I think that Storybook Veil piece that you just saw me try out there, I think that actually looks pretty good here. But there are some things I might want to change around in the future. I'll tell you about those when we do the walkthrough, though. But yeah, this is obviously newer footage since the Storybook Veil came out and the most recent event thingy, Star Path thingy. This was also when I realized that the pillar could be moved, and I may very well put it back in that sort of anchored central location by the treehouse again. And it might look better there, actually. Also, for the time being, I chose blue lights, but honestly, I don't like them. This is such a blue and purple biome as it is that the blue lights just blend in way too much. And watching this on video now, it really shows that they just blend in too much. So because these particular lights don't come in green, I might try pink or just the plain white ones. Honestly, if any biome would work well with the plain white ones, I think it would be this biome. I think they would really glow and stand out in this biome the most. So definitely in the future, gonna try out a few pink ones and then a few white ones to see which ones look the best. But yeah, we're coming up on the end here, and then when we get to the part where I actually finish the quest, I'm gonna have to voice over that part too, because I thought it was gonna be just like Scrooge, where we just walked up to the fairy godmother and she said, "You did a great job, I love it," and then the quest was over. That is not what happened. Not at all. Not even a little bit. So this little part here is for the rock concert event Star Path thing that just recently happened. I did spend the 2,800 moonstones to just buy some of these objects because, let's be honest, I didn't really care about this Star Path. I really wanted the pink and blue boots though, because they remind me of my daughter. They're so cute, and they are definitely something I think she would love in real life. And so I had to have them, and I figured if I'm gonna spend the $2,000 on them when they come to the premium shop, I might as well just spend the $2,000 on them now. Oh, here we are. Okay, so I gotta try to voiceover read this for you. So it says, "My dear, I've seen the wonderful things you've done with the Forgotten Lands." Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause some of this so that I can read it fully, otherwise I won't be able to. "You're very talented, you know, and so creative." I'm sorry if this is weird. "I'm sure the villagers will enjoy the Forgotten Lands as much as I do now. The work isn't done, though. There's one last thing I must show you. Something the fires threatened and that you helped keep safe. Follow me."
I'll see you soon, dear.
I was a little bit confused. I just skipped over the follow me part. And so I didn't follow her at first. And then I was like, oh, wait. Maybe I was supposed to follow her. Because it didn't finish the quest. So I ran up here to see where she went. Took me a second to locate her because I had no idea what was happening. And then I could just barely see her standing over here. And then I don't know why I didn't click on her.
Good.
There we go. There, that is what I wanted to show you. It's a, well, let's call it a miracle in progress. After all, even miracles take a little time. Yes, you see, being a fairy godmother isn't always about magic. Sometimes you must do a bit of work. And thanks to you, JSimLady, we now have a way to protect this from the fires. But what is it supposed to be? Surely you must realize it is meant as a surprise. One thing I can tell true, this is a gift for you. Well, toodaloo, JSimLady. We'll meet again soon. And there is the quest completed. Okay, let's head on up and take a look. I haven't cleaned it up in a few days, so it's going to be kind of messy with like wood and flowers everywhere, but you'll get the idea. The first thing you notice as we walk up is the sparkly bench. I love it so much. I'm going to put more in here because I love that it sparkles. It's so magical. I just think it fits in so well with this biome. I love it. It's so pretty. Then we have the very large 200 pumpkin patch. I forgot that we'd have night thorns as well. It's huge. It's absolutely enormous, but it gets you a lot of money. And then we have, obviously, the fairy godmother's home here. I'm not sure who or what I'm going to put here yet. Eventually, I will move Jack Skellington, and when we get Sally off onto an island, I just don't know which island, but for now, here is Jack's little area. And Zero the fox, I still need to get him a food dish. I keep forgetting to get him a food dish. Oh no, my inventory is full. And then once we move him out, I'll put someone else down this pathway here. And then we go back up here and we have this sort of centrally-ish located anchor area, I guess. The well, a cooking spot, a Goofy's stand or stall. I do think I want to put like a crafting bench here, or wait, I might put the pillar here and the crafting bench over here, or maybe I'll put the pillar here and the crafting bench right here. Let me know down in the comments what you think is better. Still don't know what this is for, but I'm leaving it here just in case. Haven't touched it. Don't know what I'm gonna do with this area yet. Another sparkly bench. I love them so much. And then this is the rock concert area. Initially, it looked like there was plenty of room between the path and the stage. Obviously, there is not. I don't know what I was thinking, so I think I'm going to turn the stage and put it here instead, facing out this way, and then put the fence that came with that star path along here, and kind of fence off the rock concert area with just like a little open area right here for characters to walk into, you know? But for now, this is good until we redo everything again in the future. We'll do that then. Another sparkly bench. This just leads down into the sunlit plateau. This goes back around, and there you have it. I also added a couple of these mushrooms in. They are so pretty at night next to these benches that I think I'm going to add more of the mushrooms around here. They come from the Storybook Vale expansion pass. So I think I might put a couple around these little ponds as well, because they're just so pretty. In fact, I may move it from this bench and add it in other areas, because it is kind of weird just to have it on either side of this one single bench and not the others. And I might just use bushes or something around the benches to kind of close them in or whatever. I'm thinking about making a little park area right here. Let me know what you think of that idea in the comments as well. But yeah, there we have it. Oh, did I mention I was going to show you this? So, we only ever used 3 of these thingies here. I don't know what they're called. They're not really pillars. They're like weird tray things. And we only ever used 3 of them, plus the center one. I think it was like 1 on that side and 2 on that side. It's really weird. And you can't, like, if I hit F, nothing happens. You can't go into furniture mode. You can't build. You can't add stuff here. It doesn't give you back your energy. Nothing. It just sits here. Empty and useless. I don't get it. And it's not like you can get rid of the treehouse either and not have it here. It has to be here. So it's a little weird to me. Why do I hear fireworks? Did you hear that? I swear I heard fireworks. Oh, is that birds I'm hearing? Maybe it's birds. That was really weird. Anyways, here is my Forgotten Lands. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying my channel. If you are, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.